Hi guys, this is Dante with Drive and Thrive. Today I'm going to give you some helpful tips about wait time, customer service, and road rage. So make sure to watch to the very end and hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on news, tips, and tricks about Ubereats, DoorDash, and Postmates. So I've noticed a common phenomenon when I do Uber Eats pickups. Drivers will show up, the food won't be ready, and they get visibly upset, and they turn around and they walk out and leave. Now, I have actually recommended before in the past that if a restaurant does not have the food ready, that those are the rare opportunities where you can cancel. But if you immediately hit order not ready and just walk out and leave, you are doing a couple of things. The first thing is, if you're visibly upset, remember that restaurants are able to give you ratings as well. So it's not only the customers that are able to give you ratings, but the restaurant can give you ratings too. So you may notice that your Uber Eats customer service rating is dropping because you are being rude to the wait staff. So always be as nice to the restaurants as you are with the customers. And the second thing is, if you always instantly leave, you could be wasting time as opposed to saving time. You know, what if the food would have been ready in 2 minutes or 5 minutes? Wherever your next order is going to be, it is not going to be closer than 5 minutes. So you're just wasting your own time and potentially hurting your ratings or getting deactivated, God forbid, if you do it too often. Because if you get deactivated, I'm sure you can explain, like, hey, it's because the restaurant's orders weren't ready, but you don't want to have to go down that route of, like, retroactively trying to play catch up. So don't do that. You should be canceling orders rarely. You know, at least less than 5% of the time you should be canceling orders. And if you find yourself canceling more orders than that, you're canceling too often, trust me. And you're probably hurting yourself as well. And so, wait time is the first thing. And just customer service generally. Treat everyone well while you're working. I mean, including, you know, customers at the restaurant, other customers at the restaurant, wait staff, anyone that you see while you're working, try to treat well. And that goes to my final point, because this is going to be a very quick video, but my final point of the day is about road rage. Because I get road rage all the time. I admit it. I'm the first one to admit it. But I tend to find that I get road rage when I'm in like hour 4 or 5. I've been driving through traffic. Oh my gosh, all these things are going on. And I haven't given myself a break. So, a couple of things can make you get road rage that you're unaware of. You know, you've been working for 5 or more hours without a break and you haven't eaten. Or you need to use the restroom, but you're trying to get one delivery in or whatever, right? A whole bunch of things can happen. When you sense yourself starting to feel road rage, take a break or quit for the day. You can get into a lot of trouble delivering food in a major city and having some road rage incident, whether or not it's hitting another car or what have you. Look, trust me, it is not worth it. Take a break, take a 15-minute break, take a 30-minute break, take an hour break, or just go home. Forget about driving. Trust me. I want to tell a story, brief story, about a road rage incident. Oh, thank God. I should be in jail right now. Probably. But I'm going to tell this story. Hopefully the person doesn't somehow find my channel or something. But I was in heavy traffic on my way to pick up some food. And this girl, and this is in heavy traffic, she comes like this and just like almost brushes my car. And just like right in heavy traffic and flips me off. For no reason. Like, I didn't do anything. Traffic was very heavy. She cuts me off and flips me off. I don't know. I have been driving for hours. Maybe at this point, I probably it's probably been 8 hours worth of driving at this point. You know, I was tired, hungry. And, so, you know, so I honked my horn at her. You know, this is in heavy traffic, by the way. I pulled off into another lane, and I cut her off. And she was obviously in a rush. And I slowed down, I hit stop, and I just wouldn't let her go. She tried to switch lanes, and I, like, moved over to the lane. It was all bad, right? I am not proud of this. I am very upset at myself about this. But, because here's why. So this wasn't actually for Uber Eats. This was for DoorDash. I remember this day. Because it was a day when DoorDash had like a special with C's Candies. So you go to C's Candies and you pick it up and you deliver it to places. So I go to C's Candies, and well, lo and behold, she was a DoorDash driver. So we were both DoorDash drivers on our way to C's Candies to do a pickup. So lo and behold, I've been rude to this person. She was rude to me first. Don't get me wrong, but had I not reacted, had I been calm, none of this potentially bad stuff would have happened. So we get to C's Candy. She gets out, furious. She approaches me like, "Oh my God, you can't have that. You were reckless driving. You can't be a reckless driver." And the whole time, by the way, it started with her intentionally being reckless, and she was twice. She was kind of worse than I was, but it doesn't matter, because the point is, you have to be more mature and responsible than to have road rage while you're at work. So I said, "Hey, look, you flip me off, don't flip people off, right?" So we both go in, we get our C's Candies, and we're both about to leave. She takes a picture of my license, and she calls the police on me. Okay. And long story short, nothing came about it. Maybe nothing came about it because if there was any kind of video evidence or anything, it would have shown her being like more aggressive than I was, I guess. But I was very immature, I was very rude, I was very unprofessional by cutting her off like that. So the moral of the story is, if you feel yourself about to experience road rage, stop, take a break, quit for the day, do whatever you have to do to get emotionally calm and stable again. Because several bad things could have happened. One, she could have told DoorDash I could have been deactivated, right? That would have been horrible. She could have called the police, and the police could have suspended my license, or I could have gone to jail for road rage, or, you know, a reckless driving, or all this type of stuff. All over a very, very petty, small, emotional kind of, you know, mistake. But those mistakes can be life-changing. And that's something that us drivers really need to think about. In fact, I mean, I think in the future, perhaps the driving apps themselves will force us to take breaks every 4 or 5 hours. Just kick us off. Give us a 30-minute break every 4 hours or 5 hours or so. It's not healthy. It's not emotionally healthy. It's not physically healthy to go hours and hours on end. And I've driven for 12 hours straight and didn't take a break. Because I figure that, time between deliveries are breaks. Those aren't real breaks. Give yourself real breaks, real time to decompress, break your shifts up, do whatever you have to do not to experience road rage. Okay, no, those are all the tips I have for today. I just wanted to talk about those things because I have a roommate that drives for Uber Eats as well, and she mentioned these exact same things to me. And so I said, "Oh man, you know, that's so great. I'm going to do a video on those things. Maybe those can help some people on my channel, and I really hope it do." So, as always, this is Dante, and remember to drive and thrive.